All right, guys, so we are going to talk about the Out of My Mind project that you guys are going to choose as a final project for our novel study on Out of My Mind. So here, you guys are going to have four different projects to choose from. So let's do a deep dive into talking about what project is the best fit for you. So obviously one thing that I love about our school is this mentality of just right fit. And we practice this in our reading and in our writing and also in our projects that we do. So your job is going to be to find a project that is a just right fit for you and show how this book has impacted you. You will have the rest of this week to work on this project, and I expect that time and energy will be well invested in this project. I will be grading this project based on quality, creativity, correct spelling, and punctuation, of course, and that also includes capitalization. The thing I love about this project is that you get to have voice and choice. In the next few slides, you're going to see four different options for projects that you get to choose from, all based on the novel Out of My Mind. You will need to choose one of the four options that are listed in these next slides, and I want you to really be intentional about choosing one that you feel best fits your skill set and can also show your expertise as best as possible. So option number one is a personal narrative from Melody's point of view. If you need a reminder about what a personal narrative is, I've got that for you right here. Feel free to pause the video and walk through that. But your job in this particular option is to put yourself in Melody's chair. Your job is to write a 5-paragraph paper, a personal narrative story, that tells what it would be like to be Melody for one day. Here you are going to write about the feelings and frustrations that you might have, and whenever you are adding those details, because you are using your creativity to channel Melody, you are going to write as if you were her, using pronouns like I, me, we, or my. This option can be turned in a Word document, and remember, 5 paragraphs is what I'm looking for here. Option number two is more of an informational writing piece. Here you are going to do research on cerebral palsy, which is the condition that Melody has. Your job is to write a paper with a clear introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion discussing the problems that children who struggle with this condition have. You will specifically talk about the struggles of kids who are in school. In this paper, you will discuss how cerebral palsy affects the child socially, academically, and personally. I wonder if those could be your 3 body paragraphs right there. And for this option, you need to include the works cited page of all of the resources that you use in order to get the information through your research. Option number 3 for this project is to write a formal letter to a character inside of the story. If you need help remembering the components of a formal letter, I've got those for you right here. And here you can choose any character from Out of My Mind to write to. You're going to explain your feelings about events that happened in the story in a minimum of 4 complete paragraphs inside of your letter. You will include a greeting and an ending, as well as properly formatted paragraphs inside of your letter. And here in this letter, you can also give advice that you would give to Melody, Rose, Mr. D, or Mrs. V also. So really you are channeling the concerns, the questions, and the celebrations that you have as if the characters in this book were real people that you were writing a letter to. And option number 4 is to write a newspaper article, a minimum of 3 paragraphs. You are going to use your imagination to pretend that you are a reporter for the newspaper. Remember, you need to say as much as you can in 3 paragraphs of this newspaper article. And so you need to be very intentional about your word selection and word choice and fit what a lot of other people are going to fit in 5 paragraphs only in 3. So you have to be concise, but you still have to include all of the major information. So here you're going to write a story for a paper channeling, a news reporter about one of the following scenes from the book. And I've kind of structured this as if they were newspaper article headlines. Number 1, student with disabilities makes quiz team. Number 2, child struck by family car. Number 3, big storm grounds air traffic. Or number 4, local quiz team wins big. Your article must include details from each of these scenes along with characters and places that were involved in this particular scene. And go ahead and use actual newspaper articles to help inspire the tone and feel of this newspaper article option.